Chosen ones, listen closely. The day you've stepped into is not ordinary. November 28th, 2025 is a spiritual checkpoint, a moment when the unseen world leans in, and every syllable you release holds multiplied influence. This is not a day to speak casually or move through conversations on autopilot. The energy is charged, delicate, and responsive in ways most people will never notice. If you've been feeling a strange pressure building in your chest, sensing tension in conversations that normally flow with ease, or catching yourself stopping mid-sentence for reasons you can't explain, that was no accident. Every moment leading up to today has been preparing you for this exact frequency shift. Words linger heavier, reactions travel deeper, even small misunderstandings have echoed like thunder. These were not coincidences. These were warnings. For those who are spiritually awake, those who feel the undercurrent of energy most overlook, today carries a rare vibration. Communication is electrified. Words don't land softly. They strike. They imprint. They ripple. And even the most innocent remark can ignite consequences far beyond what your logical mind expects. This is not a message of fear. This is a message of reverence and spiritual intelligence. Today is a sacred pause, a cosmic hold button. It is not the day to explain yourself, correct others, vent, advise, argue, defend, or even share a harmless observation. Why? Because today your voice is amplified, as if the universe turned its volume knob to 100. Most people will talk their way into chaos before the day ends. But you are not most people. You are drawn to this message because you're meant to walk differently, with intention, restraint, and awareness. If something in you already knows this truth, if this message hits a place deeper than thought, drop 111 as acknowledgement that you feel the vibration of this day. The test arrives through your own mouth. The challenge you face today does not arrive in the form of obstacles or dramatic events. It comes from your own impulse to speak. Your strength will be measured in your silence. Recent days may have revealed strange communication shifts. People reacted emotionally over small comments. You felt misunderstood. Texts were misread. You were tempted to finally say what you've been holding inside. These impulses weren't random. They were the tremors before today's spiritual earthquake. On November 28th, words are not neutral. They don't simply communicate, they create. They shape timelines. They pull energy toward you or push it away. They bind you to people or sever you from them. They open doors or slam them shut. Imagine your words today as sparks in a room filled with gas. Normally, you could speak freely. Today, one spark could ignite something you can't undo. This is why the universe urges silence. Arguments that appeared out of nowhere. That was the warning. If tension suddenly rose with someone you love, if a simple conversation spiraled into something emotional, if you felt ready to set the record straight, these were red flags, signals that the energy surrounding communication is unstable and magnified. Your tongue wants to release what has been building, but today is not the day for release. Today is the day for holding, containing, recalibrating. Silence is not suppression, it is alignment. The energetic mechanics, why your words are so dangerous today. Every spoken word is a combination of intention, emotion, frequency, power. Usually, this energy unfolds slowly. Today, it detonates immediately. This amplification is deliberate. You're being shown the true influence of your voice. You're being guided into higher mastery. Not punished, not silenced, but initiated. Think of today as a mirror. Will your discipline control your tongue? Or will your tongue control your destiny? Your thoughts are loud today. 2. This isn't only about what leaves your mouth. The thoughts swirling in your mind have weight. Internal conversations echo in the energetic field, just as loudly as spoken ones. That's why everything feels intense. You are standing in heightened spiritual sensitivity. Do not act on every feeling. Do not respond to every urge. Do not interpret the internal pressure as permission. You are meant to observe, not interfere. Lower energies. Try harder today. When the veil thins, not only divine insights flow through, so do distortions. So do reactive impulses. So do ego-driven narratives. Speaking from a triggered state creates cracks in your energetic shield. On a day like this, those cracks can become openings. Silence becomes protection. A spiritual armor. The difference between truth and reaction: there is truth spoken from clarity, and there is noise spoken from pain. Today, those two can disguise themselves as each other. Your job is to wait. What is meant to be spoken will be delivered at the correct time, and today is not that time. Silence refines your words. It sharpens your discernment. It strengthens your spiritual authority. Relationships reveal their true nature today. If your silence causes strain, that relationship was already unsteady. If someone misreads your lack of response, that misunderstanding was already forming. If people react strangely to your calmness, that was their projection, not your responsibility. Today exposes what has been hidden, and your restraint allows truth to rise without distortion. Silence is the sacred pause. This pause allows your emotions to settle, your intuition to rise, clarity to surface, divine timing to work. Most people rush to fill silence with explanations. The chosen ones don't. They know silence is not empty. It is intentional. When you stay quiet today, you break ancient patterns. You interrupt cycles of reaction. You rise above karmic loops. Signs you will see today. Repeating numbers: 111, 222, 444, sudden urges to speak, tests, songs, phrases or messages repeating guidance. Heightened sensitivity, confirmation. Pay attention but do not react. What if you slip? You are not doomed. This is not about perfection. It's about awareness. If you speak impulsively, regroup. Fall back into silence. Reflect. Don't spiral. The only failure is ignoring the message entirely. What your silence will create. By not speaking today, you avoid conflicts that would snowball, protect bonds meant to last. Let misunderstandings dissolve naturally. Open space for breakthroughs in December. Align with a higher version of yourself. Your restraint today becomes your momentum tomorrow. When midnight passes, honor yourself. Whether you held your tongue or slipped and tried again, something has shifted. You'll notice relationships healing without discussion, worries fading, clarity emerging, opportunities aligning, peace settling in. The words you didn't speak today will bless your future. You have passed through an initiation. November 28th is not about keeping you quiet. It's about transforming your relationship with your own power. The universe is preparing you for greater influence, higher manifestation potential, deeper intuitive clarity, spiritual leadership, and silence is the gateway as you step out of this day. Remember, your words now carry a new force, because they will no longer come from impulse but from wisdom, not from fear, but from alignment, not from ego, but from essence. Welcome to the next stage. Chosen one, your ascension has begun.